Nike IDs. Got in two today. Jordan 2011s. And my newest Air Force One. What I used on these Air Force Ones is a very bright orange leather. Some have asked if it's infrared. Not really infrared, it's just a very bright orange. It's close, but still not that same pop, let's call it. I combined that orange with a suede. It's a smoke gray suede. Used it on the toe. I used it on the mid panel and the swoosh. And brought it back around for the heel, of course. Now for the mid, I used a sail color. And for the outsole, as you can already see, gum bottom. The tongue, a very hard canvas. And those are the components of this little beauty. Let me come over here. I've also got both strings in, so you can get a feel for what the options are that I chose. That crossed pattern we're used to seeing now on the Air Force Ones currently that we're IDing. The tongue is a very hard canvas material. A heavy weave. And on the interior, it's sort of an orange back. See if I can set this up here and get it focused so we can see some of the style that we're working with here on this shoe. Happy the way these came out. I did get two different laces. I chose a little bit darker gray. Hopefully not too dark. I kind of like the way it sets in there with everything overall. Backing it up also with an orange. Normally I choose the nice and brights, but I believe the orange is just too much orange on this shoe and takes away. Of course, that's a little bit brighter colorway on that canvas tongue. That's a sail. It's not a white, it's sort of an off-white. The sail color for those who are familiar with it. And I believe this gray breaks it up just enough that it adds to the overall feel and binds everything together. The tag, I was able to put @SamColt12 on there. Kept it silver rather than gold this time to match the gray feel. I made these at Nike Dallas in North Park. A great ID studio there. Extra materials can be found in those ID studios. Not on every single shoe, but quite a few. And we can make Air Force Ones there, high and low, all day, every day. And I know that very soon there's going to be some extra little colors coming through there, a color of some kind. Anxious to see what that's going to be. I will make a new shoe that day on the 27th. Another fellow looked at these shoes, said all I have to do is change that swoosh right there to be black suede and change the Nike Air to black, and they would be an Oregon State colorway. Surprisingly enough, I watched one of their games, and he's right. Matches up perfectly. Either way, I'm very happy with the way these came out. That very bright orange Anxious to get them out in the sun and see how they catch the light. See if it truly does have any infrared properties to it. And go from there. Big fan of Air Force Ones. Working on my IDs more and more. I want to do several more IDs this year, next year. Just a whole lot more fun to make your own shoe, as opposed to getting stuck with another that might not have exactly what I want. Still buying shoes, as you know, but I'll be doing a lot more IDs this year and next. Great deal of fun, especially now that I've got that shop here in Dallas at Nike Dallas over North Park Mall, where I can slide in and do an ID anytime that I want to, in many, many, many different shoes. Air Force One IDs. Home. As always, you can reach me at samcolt12.com. Find links to my Twitter, YouTube, SneakerTubes, HeatSeekersCrew.com with my brothers. I'm also on Google Plus now under Tom Thompson or SamColt12. My Instagram account for pictures, SamColt12. Appreciate everybody. Please rate, comment, subscribe. The boxes on these Nike IDs is insane. I wish everyone came with those type of boxes. But time will tell. Air Force Ones. Next up, these.